Good afternoon, Becky. It's Kerry here from Pacific Title Lexus Cairns. So what I would like to do for you today is a high definition of our 2020 Toyota Corolla Ascent Sport, hatch, white in colour. Basically, I'm just going to go through the interior, exterior of the motor vehicle as well too, through the paint as well too, just to make sure there's no bad perfections on the paint, and basically go through the trim, through the passenger side, through the rear to the rear boot, and also through the driver's side. But basically, like I said to you, before I get into that video, I basically just want to let you know a little bit more about our dealership here. I'm not too sure if you've actually been in Cairns at all, Beck. We're actually one of two pre-owned dealerships here in Final Queensland. So we're actually at 77 Melgrove Road. Basically, we're actually in the city of heart of Cairns. So we're about 1.5 kilometres away from the city itself. As you can see, we hold up to about 160 to 200 cars at all times, and we sell around about 160 to 180 cars a month. So as you can see in the background there, Beck, that's our showroom floor, so it's 2-story. And then we also actually have our second pre-owned dealership. That's about 235 Mulgrave Road. That's about 2 kilometres left on the south of Cairns. Next to that is our franchise dealership, Toyota and Lexus as well too, and service and parts. So what I would like to do further is basically just get straight into this video right now, Beck. But what I'm going to do right now is just basically go through the front bar first, and then I'll make my way up onto the bonnet, and then through the front windscreen, then basically down the left side to the rear to the driver's side, and then back through the engine bay. Okay, like I said, let's get straight down to the front bar. You can also fit it out with the headlight protectors and also bonnet protector on there as well too, as you can see that. Fantastic, looks good on the front bar. There's no blemishes on the front bar at all. Up onto the bonnet protector, you can see the bonnet protector going across that way. Fantastic. And then basically onto the bonnet itself. There's a little bit of dirt on the bonnet, but we can always get that all nice and tidied up as well. But there's no bad perfections on the bonnet whatsoever. Then up through the front windscreen itself. Fantastic, Beck, that looks really good. Okay, I'm just going to make my way looking back as well too, and just go down to the passenger side of the vehicle. Fantastic, looks good. No ripples in the paint. The paint's in really good condition. You can see the glossing through the paint as well too. Just going to make my way down to the vehicle now, to the back rear. Fantastic, looks good. I'm going to get a bit of an angle on the back rear part here as well too, just to give you a look at that side. Fantastic, looks amazing. Just going to go up onto the roof now, just onto the back of the rear spoiler, and then up through onto the roof itself. Just get that camera a little bit more high on a bit of an angle. Fantastic, looks really good. Okay, make my way down through the front of the wheel arch now. Just going to go through the wheel arch itself. Fantastic, got plenty of tread on those tyres. You got around about probably 88%. Also, just the rims itself, just to make sure there's no gutter rash on the rims. Just down on the bottom of the panels as well. And then through the rear wheel arch as well too. As you can see there, Beck, looks pretty nice and tidy, clean. Got plenty of tread on those tyres. Just having a look back now onto the rim. Fantastic. Just going to open up the passenger side door now. Just going to have a look at the trim. Looks really nice and tidy, clean. You got pockets in there, as you can see in the door, and then also a cup hole in the front of that as well. Down onto the kick panel, you can see it's fitted out with the rubber floor mats. Up onto the dash, across the dash, over near the driver's side seat. Fantastic, looks good. And then basically through the passenger seat now. Awesome, there's the logbooks there, but I'll go through them very shortly with you. Just go through the passenger rear door now. As you can see, it's got the cup hole on the top, so that's pretty fancy. It's great, good feature there as well too, onto the back of the seat. And then basically into the second row seats as well too. Seats in great condition. Okay, just going to make my way back down onto the rear bar now. Just going to go around across to the rear bar. There's a little bit of marking here, but it's only dirt. But otherwise I can get that all nice and clean up, tidy as. Just having a look out to the rear bar. It's actually fitted out with a tow bar as well too, so it looks like it's never been used. but look, that person's actually put one on there for a reason. Also, you got the rear camera into the near the badge, and just lifting up the so you got your puffer shelf as well too up the top of that, and then just having a look through the boot. So facilities to make sure there's plenty of room in there as well too. Just lift that up just to make sure that they got the 5-spare wheel, so it's got the same set of tires and rims as what the original rims on it as well too. Fantastic. Okay, looking down the driver's side now, just go a little bit on that angle there for us. There you go, back. Looks nice and tidy and clean. Just going to make my way down to the front of the vehicle now. Fantastic, looks good. You can see that the paint's in really good condition. Look like the vehicle's been looked after really well. Just going to go through that front wheel arch now on the driver's side. Checking those tyres out. It's got a set of Goodyears on it as well too, so great tyres down onto the part of the bottom sides, and then out through the wheel arch again onto the rear. Fantastic. Just going to open up the passenger side rear now. Just looking at the door trim, down on the kick panel onto the back of the seat, and then just over onto the seat itself. Looks amazing. Okay, open up the driver's side door now. Just going to go through the trim down on there. So you've got your electric mirrors, also your windows as well, central locking as well too there, and then your fold-in mirror there as well too, so you can fold in your mirrors if you're out shopping or something. Down onto the kick panel, got the rubber floor mats in there, and then basically back up onto the dash. Fantastic. Over on the passenger side seat, I'm just about to jump in now and just give you a look at the display. So just before I do that, the vehicle does come with 2 keys as well too, back. There's 1, there's 2. Fantastic. Okay, just going to open up the start the vehicle up. Looks really good. As you can see on the odometer, it's done 45,353 on the clock. Just before I go away from the steering wheel, I just want to show you around the steering wheel itself, just to make sure there's no bad perfections on that side. Looks good, looks amazing. Sorry about that. So you've got on your volume controls as well as your features. You've got your voice recognition and your Bluetooth as well. And then on the other side of the steering wheel, on your right side of the steering wheel, you've got your cruise control that you can active. Then you've got your radar, adaptable radar cruise control, so you can adjust your 10 to 20 to 30 meters in front of you. And then you've got your lane departure as well too. That's just your mode for your audio sound system over here. Or I can put your reverse camera on, give you a bit of a look at that. Wow, that's amazing. Good view, good clear view as well too. On that side down below that, you've got your air conditioning as well too. So basically you can adjust your air on that speed controlling. And then just below that as well too, then you've got your USB, that section just below there as well too. You've got your coin box, and then just above that, also you've got your sports mode that's running through your transmission, and you've got your traction control as well too. You've got your handbrake there, just you can hold your handbrake or put your handbrake on, and then you've got your cup center cup holders as well too. Just having a look at your service book there. Got a great service history all the way through it up to the kilometres on the clock. So it's 20,000, 35,000 Ks, then your 45,000 Ks after that. So it's got a full service history with it. Okay, that has nearly come to the end of the vehicle video now, inside the vehicle as well. Alright, back. I'm going to go through the engine bay now, just to give you a bit of a look, and then I'm going to finish up with the video. Alright, that's the engine bay itself, but it's nice and clean and tidy. And then I'll show you up above that as well too. Fantastic. Alright, Beck, that has actually come to the end of the video. Thank you very much for watching. If you have any questions, please do not hesitate to give me a call.